Hey everyone, it's Monique Renewed. Welcome back to another video. So in today's video, we are going to meal prep some teriyaki salmon with some sweet potato and veggies. This is my salmon, and I have one piece of cod. I don't like cod, but my coworkers said I was overcooking it, and that's why it was coming out dry. So I'm gonna try it again today and see how I like it. And I have 3 pieces of salmon. What I like to do, I like to soak my meat in some vinegar just to kind of disinfect it and clean away any germs that it might have accumulated. I do this with all my meats, so I'm gonna do that now, and then we are going to season the fish. Salmon is my favorite fish to eat. Some people don't like salmon. I don't know why. I love it so much. I love salmon sushi, everything salmon. And my husband tends to like the cod, but every time I cook it, it's so like tough, like steak or something. And it comes out really dry, so I don't prefer it. So I got bamboozled. I usually get my salmon from Sam's Club, and I get the wild caught salmon from Alaska that has like a dark peachy orangey color. And I accidentally brought this one thinking that it was also a wild caught, but as you can see, it's very light in color. And if you look at the back of the ingredients, you can see that the color was actually added, and I don't like that. I like my natural salmon, so I need to pay more attention next time. Get the wild caught Alaska salmon, not the farm raised salmon that has added color that's very pale, as you can see. And if you like to buy a lot of meat at all at once like me and then freeze it, a good meal prepping saving tip is to defrost and to marinate your meat like a couple of days before you actually cook. That will save you so much time. So I'm just gonna season my meat, and I'm going to choose Asian based flavors for my fish because it is gonna be like a sweet teriyaki flavor. I'm gonna add some onion powder. This Korean spice blend that I got from Aldi's that I've never seen again. So I'm so sad about that. I'm just gonna add some honey garlic teriyaki, and fish does not need that much seasoning, and it tends to have sodium naturally because, you know, it came out the ocean water. I never really thought of it like that. It's so funny when somebody mentioned it, like fish is naturally salty because it comes out the ocean, like duh. So I don't even add any salt to it because it tends to be like really salty if I do. And then I have some Thai seasonings as well. I'm gonna add some sesame garlic and some coconut lime red curry. I just mix all types of seasonings together and it always ends up really good. Some sweet basil curry. Going to add some curry powder. I know this seems so random, but I'm gonna add some jerk seasoning that I got directly from Jamaica. But this is just a mixed blend of seasonings. It has salt, sugar, Jamaican pimento, onion chips, garlic, paprika. I'm going to add some turmeric. Not too much now. And I get my minced garlic in a large container like this from Sam's Club because I don't want to mince garlic. So this is what we're working with so far. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and air fry my salmon. I have some olive oil that I'm spraying inside of the tray lined with foil. And then I'm also going to spray the top with olive oil. We're going to set that for match cook. We'll do air fry on 350 degrees for 5 minutes just so I can check on it. And then we'll probably flip it over after the 5-minute mark. And then for my starch, I'm going to have 3 sweet potatoes. I don't know if these are called Japanese sweet potato. In Creole we call them platat, and these are literally my favorite type of yams to have over like even over plantains. I love these. They're kind of like sweet and they're white on the inside. I'm gonna put these in an Instant Pot for about 30 minutes to see how they cook. This is my first time cooking them, so I'm not too sure. So I have a steamer basket in here. I'm going to add about a cup of water, and I'm going to poke some holes in the sweet potatoes and then drop them in there. With the skin on, this totals to 737 grams. I'm actually going to do 35 minutes. So now we're about to make the honey teriyaki sauce. I'm going to use 1 teaspoon of sesame chili oil, and you want to not be excessive with this because it does contain 125 calories per tablespoon. So I'm going to use 1 teaspoon. And that will give it that nice flavor. And I sprayed some olive oil in the pan as well. I'm going to add 3 ounces of sliced onions, garlic powder, 2 tablespoons of reduced sodium soy sauce, going to add a little bit of water, onion powder, garlic powder, curry powder, ginger. I have this Korean style barbecue sauce. It's 1 tablespoon per 20 calories. I'm gonna add 1 tablespoon. And I'm going to keep adding a little bit of water just so it won't be too concentrated. Going to add about a teaspoon of honey, which has crystallized, but it's fine. And then I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of this Japanese barbecue sauce. I know this seems like all over the place, but I literally just add stuff that I like and flavors that I think will go well together, and it ends up tasting good. So add whatever Asian based flavors you like, and I'm sure it will end up good. For my veggies, I am going to make some mixed veggies from this bag, and a zucchini. I've never used to buy zucchinis, but one day I made a zucchini lasagna and it was really good, and roasted zucchinis are actually very good. So I've been liking zucchinis now, and I've already washed my vegetable. I'm going to cut some onions, and I do have some garlic, so I might as well just chop this up and use it. So just use whatever veggies that you have as a side. In the next pan over, I'm going to add my zucchini. Okay, so here's my pan with my zucchini that's been cooking on the other side. I ended up cutting them in half because they were just too big, and I added 2 ounces of onions in here. And now that they're cooked down a little bit, I'm going to add this bag of mixed vegetables, which has carrots, green beans, peas, and corn. I'm also going to add a little bit of minced jalapenos and minced garlic. I done wasted my whole Jamaican seasoning. So while I was on vacation in Jamaica, they swore I was Jamaican, and one of the people, the tour guides or whatever that took us on the excursion, said in Jamaica we say we don't have no problems, just situations. So I'm not gonna cry over this. Okay, so I have my salmon, and it has like an orangey color because of the curry powder and the turmeric, obviously. So I'm going to set everything together. So I have my teriyaki sauce that's finished, and it tastes really good. I added a little bit of this chili flake powder. This was really popular a while ago. I don't know if it still is, but I'm going to split the sauce amongst the 4 meal prep containers, and I'm just gonna put it on top of the salmon. I tasted a little bit of the cod right here, and honestly it does taste a little tough, so I don't know. I'm just not really a big fan of cod. I don't know. So here are the veggies. We're adding about 5 ounces, I think. Let me see how that evens out. That was about 6 ounces each of the veggies, and now I'm gonna add the purple sweet potato. And the sweet potato has been sitting inside the Instant Pot for an extra 16 minutes after it went off. They're nice and soft right now. I got these from H Mart, like I said, and this is how it looks on the inside, and they're sweet and they're so good and nostalgic. I feel like this would be really good with the sauce. together. So there's about 140 grams of this sweet potato in each container. Comment down below if you know what this is called in English, and if you're a fan of these. They taste different from sweet potato. Okay, and I still have an extra one. I guess I can use it for something else. So for breakfast, we're going to make this low-carb chicken bake. I got this recipe from Low-Carb Love, and I'm just gonna make it my own and kind of wing it because I don't have chicken broth. So because I don't have chicken broth, I just kind of made my own kind of broth. What I did, I sauteed some onion, garlic, pepper, parsley, thyme, and some water. What I did, I added a little bit of this Better Than Bouillon paste. I love this stuff. It gives water like so much flavor. Well, it's a paste, so it's supposed to make it like a broth or a stock. Okay, so I added that in here. She didn't put cottage cheese in hers, but I have like a little bit of cottage cheese left that I need to use up, so I'm gonna go ahead and put that in there. And that is 4.5 ounces of cottage cheese, and I'm gonna use the rest of this sharp cheddar cheese that I have, and that's 1.5 ounces. And she added Greek yogurt, so I'm gonna add this non-fat Greek yogurt, about 1/3 cup or 2.5 ounces. She also added mayonnaise, so I'm gonna add this light mayonnaise. This is about 1.5 ounces. And then you can cook your own bacon if you want, or you can add turkey bacon. I'm adding some bacon bits just to make it easier. That was 1/2 ounce. This would probably be good without vegetables, but you need your veggies. So we're gonna add the broccoli, and I'm gonna add some jalapenos because I feel like jalapenos and cream cheese go together. And that was 0.5 ounces of jalapenos. Going to add this whipped cream cheese. That was 2.7 ounces of cream cheese. And I'm going to add another 1/2 ounce of bacon. So 1 ounce of bacon bits. So I added about 12 ounces of frozen broccoli, which I just tore into little pieces. I'm sure most of which is water because it was frozen. And I added some pepper. So I'm just gonna mix this together. You could probably eat this by itself on top of like as a chicken salad without the broccoli. That would be really good. Or put it in a small pan and then put it in an air fryer if you want to heat it up. So I set my oven to 350 degrees. I'm gonna spread my pan with some olive oil. I love creamy dishes like this, so this should be really good. I'm going to add 1/3 cup of this reduced fat Mexican cheese blend. And I'm going to add 1 slice of cheddar cheese. Alright you guys, so my chicken bake is done and it is out of the oven, and this is how it looks. It was resting for several minutes while I was cleaning up the kitchen, and it smells really good. I'm just gonna take a piece right here. That is really good. I actually really like that. And because my broccoli was frozen, that's probably why it's a little watery. So she used fresh broccoli, so she probably doesn't have this problem. When you bake with vegetables, it tends to be a little bit watery. So this is my meal prep for the week. The chicken bake with the salmon teriyaki, sweet onion, honey teriyaki sauce, the Japanese sweet potato. I hope you guys enjoy and you try the recipe out. Be sure to subscribe and check out my other videos. I have Christian girl content and other recipes and weight loss videos as well. And I will catch you guys next time. Bye.